Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Hope you all are fine. It's me, Asma, and welcome to Graphic Teas. So today our topic is gradient, which is very informative and it's very useful. So let's start. First of all, let me clear that what is gradient. Gradient is basically a blend or mesh of two or more colors. Okay. So for example, I'm going to create a square here, and I'm going to apply the gradient in it. Okay, just make sure to hide the stroke because in 3D objects there is no stroke. Okay, and in reality too. So you can see a box here which is blending black to white. You can see gradient is written here. Just click it and your panel will be open. Just take it here and don't just select the box and click here, so your gradient will be applied. It's actually grayscale. You can also edit it. For example, I'm going to change color. So how to change the colors? So no problem, just select this slider and double click in it, so you can see our swatches are here. And you can see it's grayscale. Now go to more option and you can see your color modes. For example, my page is CMYK, so I'm going to take CMYK colors. Okay, so for example, I'm going to take it yellow, and for this one, red, or you can also take orange. So our gradient is here. You can see these uh, circles. These are actually colors. Okay, you can always adjust them. For example, if I drag this one to this side, you can see this side is going further. Okay, and this diamond shows that how much the quantity the gradient is filled. We usually set it to 50%. Okay, and if you want to adjust your gradient, you can go there and set your angle. And if you want this color to this side, just set your angle. For example, it was set to 0. And another way, just do this and this, but it's not so professional. Okay, so that's right. Remember to make your color at the light color at the left side, and the dark color at the right side. If it's clear to you, let me show that how to change your angles. For example, I want this yellow color to be start from here and end to there. Okay, you can always set your angle, but I think it's too difficult. So there's another way. You can see in your toolbar here is given our gradient tool. Just select it. You can see our options here. It's slider, and you can adjust it from here too. And if I drag it from here, so you can see my gradient is applied, and you can always move it and make it bigger or smaller. Okay, example, if I want up to down, you can see it's applying. Okay, if I create a bigger slider, you can see our orange color is being lighter because our color is going downside. Okay, and if I make it upside, it's spreading darker. Okay, and it usually got crazy, you can say. Okay, so don't forget to press your shift key. For example, I want this color to be there or from there. Okay, so here's another type, and this type is linear gradient. You can see here is written linear gradient. And here's the another gradient which is called free from gradient. Okay, now if it's clear to you, I'm going to set it to 0 and make it smaller and set it here. Okay, now I'm going to create a ball with the help of my radial gradient. So let's start. Just press L for your ellipse tool. Now just make a circle here, and it's linear gradient by default. I'm going to select my radial gradient. So in radial gradient, it usually starts from center, and it's a circle usually. And you can always change your values from here. For example, this. Okay, And another thing, you can add so many and more sliders in it. For example, if we come to this one and make it bigger, okay, I want another color to be here. If you drag your mouse, don't click anywhere, you can see a plus sign here. Just click it so your another slide will be added. And if you want to change your color, for example, it's red, and you can add another one. For example, I'm going to change the color and pink. So it's not a good combination. So I'm going to undo my changes. Okay. So just set it to at the side, and we're going to make a ball. So for example, I'm going to change my colors from red. That's good. And I'm going to make my saturation down. Okay, you can always select your color from here, and I prefer you to take HSB. Okay, so that's right. And now I'm going to make this color darker. It's type of maroon. Okay, so I don't think that's looking right. So for example, I'm going to press G for my gradient tool, and so it the gradient matches your color. For example, I'm going to take green. Okay, light green and dark green. So that's much better. I'm going to make it more darker because I want to create a depth here. Okay, make it more lighter and just press G. So you can see how perfectly it's matching my colors here. So if I want to make some more light, okay, so okay, if you want to make a copy of your color, just press Alt. So your copy is here. Now I'm going to make it more lighter. Okay, it's too much. And select new tool, and I think I should create it. So, and I want to be, so if I press G again and start my gradient, so it's right. Now today we were are going to create a pen with the help of our gradient tool. So let's start our pen. First of all, I'm going to make a rectangle here. um, that's right. And take your direct selection tool. First of all, we are going to make an architecture, or you can say a diagram, and we're going to fill our gradients later. So now select this one and make a little bit curved, and not too much, just a little bit. Okay, that's right. Now create a copy of it and just select your direct selection tool and select this point plus this point. Okay, and that's right. Okay, now we are going to create our cap here. Okay, now we will make another marquee here, but first we are going to make it smaller because it's too big. Okay, now we will make a cap here. So that's right. Now if you zoom in, that's good. Just press okay, that's right. Now we will create the upside here. Now just press P for your pen tool, and just uh, this and go there and make it a little bit curve. Okay, now close the path. Okay, so that's right, and I'm going to curve the edges. Okay, so that's right. I think we should make it more curved. So that's better. Now we will create another thing. Oh, I forgot to curve the sides here. Okay, that's right. I think that gap is too big, but we'll see it later. Now create a marquee here. Okay, now we will create another one. It's too easy. You can create it easily. Okay. Okay. So that's right. Now we will create a nib here. Just select your marquee tool here. Okay, that's right. Now just press Ctrl 0 to fit in Windows. And we will select our direct selection tool. Just press Shift. Okay. Just and okay, so that's right. Just have to create a nib here. So you can see my rulers are turned on. So just take a guide and set it to the center of this pen. Okay, or maybe not. That's right. Now I'm going to lock this guide. Okay. Now I'm going to take my pen tool here. Okay. Just create a little curve here. Or just go there and okay. That's right. Now I'm going to turn on my stroke and just transform, reflect, and take a copy of it. Okay. Um, that's right. Our nib is ready. Now I'm going to join them both with the help of direct selection tool. Don't forget average both. Okay, and join. Okay. Now I'm going to send it to back. Okay. Now that's right. So I'm going to hide my guides here. Okay, so if it's right, now we're going to fill our gradients here. So just turn on our gradients panel. Now for example, I'm going to give this object gradient first. Now just zoom in so you can see correctly. Okay, so it's selected for grayscale. I'm going to back to same YK. Now just select a purple color. Okay, I want it to be darker. Okay, and just delete this one, but first take a copy of it. Okay, now delete that and take another copy of it. We want the shine here, so now I will go to HSB. It means hue, saturation and brightness. Okay, I want the brightness here, and saturation some low, and that's okay. Or if I create it from here and take another copy of it and go to, I'm going to, okay, and I want simple brightness here. Okay, I'm going to make it more brighter. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off my strokes, because in reality or in real life there's no strokes. Okay, now I'm going to apply the same effect here at the cap. Okay, you don't have to do anything, just copy this effect. And now I'm going to turn off my stroke, so I think it can be seen. Okay, now I'm going to create a box here. It's a simple way. Okay, here. Okay, and now I'm going to send it, arrange, send backward, and you can also adjust it from your layers. So that's the object, and that's right. Now I'm going to select this object and go to gradients, where there it is. Now I'm going to delete these all. Okay, I'm just going to select black. Okay, and this one is black too. Okay, and I'm going to set the gradient to top to bottom. Okay, okay, and now I'm going to lower its opacity, and I think it's too much. You can set your transparency from here. Oh, there it is. I want just a little shade here so it can be seen easily. Okay, it's too low. um so that's right, it's perfect. Now I'm going to give the gradient in this one. Okay, so go to the gradients panel here and just press eyedropper, select this one, and I'm going to change the colors. For example, I'm going to select black from here and another black from here. Okay, and from this one I'm going to select a very light gray. Okay, that's right, and some darker than that. Okay, and some darker than that. Okay, and I think it's too light, I'm going to make it darker. So that's perfect. It's right. Yes, for you saving your file. Now I'm going to round its edges. Okay, just select this one and this one. And so it's right. Okay, now I have to create some details in this one. Okay, now just press L for your ellipse tool. Just make a small circle. Okay, it should be colored in black. Okay, that's right. Now I'm going to create a line here. So from this to this. Okay, it's too much. Now go to your strokes panel here and make it okay. So that's right, but I think that this circle is too above. Okay, okay, now that's right. Now we're going to apply our gradient in some these details. Okay, now just select this object and go to gradients. Okay. Oh, remember that thing that if you apply your gradient, just select your fill. If your stroke will select, your gradient will be apply on your stroke. Okay, now I'm going to hide the stroke. I'm going to tell the details later. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to change my colors from here. Some brightness and some more brightness. Now I'm going to apply the same effect here, like this one, and okay, and I want this one to be more shiny, so I'm going to make it white, and this one too, it's white too. Okay, now this one. Okay, now select this one and apply the same effect here. Okay, now just turn off the strokes and apply the same effect at this one. So our pen is ready, but it's not looking too good in this background. So I'm going to change the color of my background. Just uh, create a box, okay, and fill the color in it. And I think that this color would be perfect for this. It's much better. So, and if you want, you can change the color of it. Okay, I'm going to hide or lock this layer from here. Okay, so I can explain you easily. Select them all and t- just take a copy of it. Okay, now I'm just going to select this one and this one and go to gradients and select the color you want. Okay, for example, I'm going to take color magenta. Okay, so from this side I want a darker one, and from this side I want a lighter one. Okay, I'm going to saturation, brightness, not too much. Okay. So, and as the formula it is, you can change any color, I think. And if you want, you can rotate them. But before, make a group. Control G. Okay. So you can move it easily. Okay. For example, we have to show that this pen is writing. Okay. And can create this one a group 2. Okay. And sorry. Control Z. Select them all and create a group. Okay. And rotate it from this side. So that's right. So just practice more and share your work with us. And if you like the video, just give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And please